Well, you just can't make this stuff up. This is funny. Okay, so the gate is closed. You got barbed wire. Look at this razor wire here. Razor wire here, barbed wire, and the sign that says you can't, you don't do a drone. And you know where I am? I am literally 300 yards from the geographical center of Colorado, Arizona, Utah, and New Mexico at a place called Four Corners. I'm on my way to build a recreational swim pond with Harley Kauppi of Kauppi Kustom Landscaping. This is going to be, if this is how my week is going to start, this is going to be a fun 2 weeks. Enjoy the video. Look at that. You just can't make this stuff up. So you're not the pond pirate. That dude's in Florida.
No,
Yeah.
I'm the waterfall guy here in New Mexico.
All right, so check it out. So what is this? We were originally talking that was going to be your part of your intake bay, but your intake bay actually goes...
My intake bay is that whole shelf there.
This whole shelf. All of this.
We'll be able to do our gallon per hour ratio that we need with that big of an intake.
How many gallons do you think this pond's going to be?
Just this pond is roughly about 130 we're figuring up, but we also have 3 wetlands that'll go on top of the berm. Behind you we have a fish pond with an 8 to 10 foot tall waterfall with about 60-70 foot of stream. So we're figuring maybe 200,000 total on site, on property. Our goal is to push 50 to 60 an hour.
So what's our goal for today?
Today, well, as you can see, we're getting all cut up doing final tuning. So I think the next step is going to be...
Show people what's going on over here.
Yeah. So
a lot of people are going to talk about... I think a lot of people watching this video are going to be curious about that wall.
So the next phase is going to be bedding sand. But this down here, this is going to be the plunge area where we have our pirate rocks hanging over the edge. But we're actually going to do a keystone retaining wall in there rather than a boulder stacked wall. And that'll give a nice clean wall for jumping purposes, flips, diving, whatever you may come up with. But I think that'll be just aesthetically a nice clean line in the back. And then we'll feather out all the nature artistic work with rocks and stuff throughout the rest.
Do you think the people watching this video want to see a view of the pond from up there where the top of the waterfall is?
Oh, absolutely.
Let's go, man. What's this?
That's just going to be a giant fish cave. So we're going to take rocks and set them directly over there. We'll flagstone out the walls interiorly, and that'll be for the sharks that they decide to put in here.
Are you gonna use like corrugated drain pipes so that it's nice and clean and you have a little bit of support, or what are you just gonna put rocks?
We're just gonna get like 6-foot chunks of stone and set them over that, so it'd be like a bridge, so you can walk over them, and there'll be a gravel bottom.
Sick. All right, I gotta walk around. I can't jump that. I can't do that. All right, let's see what we got.
The homeowners aren't 100% that they want fish in the big pond yet, but we are gonna do fish in the upper pond just to help that ecosystem out.
This is a big project, bro.
Yeah.
How long have you been working on this thing, between planning, selling, and everything else? How long does it take to sell a job and get to this point?
1 year. I started meeting with these guys July of last year, and it's June.
So for the people that are wanting to build recreational swim ponds like this,
it doesn't happen overnight.
A big project.
Maybe the funds do, but as far as the planning goes, that's a whole different story.
So now we get to see the scale of things. There's a mini X. That's my X for the next 2 weeks. And
got a couple skids on site.
A couple of skid steers. There's one bobcat over here. There's another one over here. We are ready to go.
So we had to build up this mound in the back. So I stacked a boulder wall all the way wrapping around. We still probably got a 60 feet or so to go, but that gave us elevation that we were after.
How'd you stack this?
Dude, this was a pain in the butt. I stacked all this by hand, not by hand, by machine with a thumb. No straps, and I was stacking blind. I could only sit behind it and stack this way, so I was relying on my guy's eyes.
So you thumb this?
Oh yeah,
dude. This is
we thumb every wall.
This is like this is easily 150,000 pounds of rock right here just on this wall.
All day.
All day.
All day. We got about 10,000 pound boulders tucked in here.
Yeah, check out this one over here. Now you were talking earlier when we got here. You got a loader over here someplace, or did they take it? They took it.
It'll be back. They're loading some rock down the road.
So this rock right here. Hey Harley, go stand next to that rock just for scale.
It's a foot in the ground, might I add.
Not bad.
Yeah.
That's about 10,000 pounds.
The deer picked this guy up no problem.
The X
had some trouble.
The Volvo had trouble. Yeah. Well, you know what they say about a deer?
Nothing runs like a deer, except a bobcat, because they're a little bit faster.
All right, so this is day number 1 over with Harley Kauppi at Kauppi Kustom Landscaping, working on a job just outside of Aztec, New Mexico. In Bloomfield. And we're going to be out here. I'm going to be out here all week this week, getting things going, and then the rest of my crew shows up next week. So, you know, you guys are going to get a bunch of daily kind of walkthrough videos on this, and after I'm done with this job, I'm headed out to Wisconsin with Damian Drager on a big project up there with 4D Exterior-scapes, and then I've got Christopher Yaks with Aquascapes of Michiana, finally getting to work on the giraffe exhibit at a zoo in Indiana. This is going to be a fun summer, and this is a fun machine. If you're new to my channel, if you just stumbled across this video and you like what you see and you want to see every stage of this recreational swim pond, please hit the bell button, subscribe, and leave comments. I answer 100% of every comment that's left on my YouTube channel. And you know, be nice, don't be mean. I'll delete that comment. But this is going to be fun, and I'm really glad that you guys are here. I'm Carl with Columbia Water Gardens, and I'm here to remind you that nothing runs like a deer. Happy ponding.